welcome back to RMJVape. Today, my first actual review, I was vaping on this, so today I'm actually reviewing it. It's the Tree of Life clone by Infinite. Picked this up at a local shop that they also sell online, kidneypunchers.com. Put about $50 into it for it, and it's got the IGO-W on here I'll talk about that another time. This was actually my first Mech mod. They were trying to sell me the Nemesis, and sure, the Nemesis is a great mod. I've used them. But everybody's fucking got them. And very few people had this. And I like the look of it, like the feel of it in shop. So I decided to pick it up. And I'll be honest with you, for the first 3 or 4 days that I had this thing, I fucking hated it. It was nothing but a nightmare. Give me 1 second. When I go on the post, I'll talk more about it. But this bottom switch, which is a crucial thing when you're talking about mech mods, was giving me such fits because I've got it dialed in now, but you still have to fiddle with it. And like I said, when I go into close-up, I'll talk more about it, so I don't really want to get into it right now. So actually, let's just do that real quick. Let's dive up close so I can get that out of the way, then we'll come back right after that. Alright, so here's the Tree of Life up close. How it'll look when you get it, pretty much. Really nice packaging overall. I really like the way Infinite did this. They pretty much copied off the original straight off. So when you open it up, this is what you get here. And it's going to come set with your 18350 battery tube, 18500 tube, and your 18650 tube. And this is where the biggest difference between the clone and the authentic come in. If you get an authentic, you will not get the 18650 tube. It'll just come with these 2 tubes right here, and that is it pretty much. By default, it comes set up with everything on it on the 18350 tube, and I have used it like this. I don't have an 18350 battery on me right now, but yeah, if you have an atomizer that's higher ohm in resistance, this is actually pretty nice, but the batteries don't last for shit because obviously they're on like 700-800 mAh batteries. So, but it is a nice little setup for stealth vaping. As goofy as it looks, I do like vaping it on it. But I'm gonna get it set up for the 18650 because that's honestly where I use it the most. Where I'm actually surprised with this is I'm throwing shit all over the place. Let's try that again. I normally use this in 18650, like I said. The threading isn't bad, it's pretty smooth. But I'll take this whole thing apart here. All these apart for you and show you all the pieces. This is basically tube, top, and switch. This is actually pretty nice. You got fully adjustable pin. First, you're going to screw your atomizer. Let me grab one here. I'm going to screw your atomizer on top. This is the IGO-W, which is actually pretty nice. Pretty nice dripper for the price. And you're just going to screw in this main screw right here until it stops. And then this bottom one reverses, and that's what you are eventually going to use to adjust for your battery rattle and everything. Let's put it over here. Now, when it comes to the Tree of Life, this piece right here is where all my complaints come from. It took me a long time to dial this thing in, and you'll see why. The button, really short throw, but it is squishy as hell. And let me just show you what's under here. I've heard some people have put magnets on it. Some people say the Nemesis magnet upgrade works on it. I personally have not gotten it to work, and I've tested on it. Let's take this apart. There's your bottom switch. That's what it looks like. Full stainless steel. This spring is garbage. I hate this spring. It, like, as soon as I find a better spring that'll actually work, hopefully make this thing work better, I am definitely going to use it. Let's look in here. It took me a while to find these. First looking at it, there is your air holes down here for venting. I don't know if you can see it. It's also serialized. Like this one's number 660. That's pretty much it. And just this spring, you're going to want to replace the spring pretty quick off because it just is garbage. And I'll explain why as soon as we discuss the locking ring on this. So once you get it down all the way, it's a nice, like I said, a nice short throw. But this right here is my problem. This locking ring is so small, it's hard to get a grip on it. So when you have it on the mod itself, okay, now it's locked out, okay? So you either have to use your fingernail and get in here, which sucks, or the easiest way, just grab the bottom and turn it, and then finish it off. The downfall with that is when you turn it, this is constantly turning, which will back the button out all the time. So you'll have to adjust this multiple times throughout the day. At least I know I've had to, and I just hate it with a passion. And from everything I've read, it's not just in the clones, it's even in the authentics. So this is just a design flaw from the get-go. And up here, they have these little grooves in the top cap. And supposedly, from what I was reading, it allows for atomizers that get their airflow from the bottom. I really don't see it working that way, but hey, it could. Well, I guess so. Yeah, if you look how it's got the little divots through there. So yeah, it'll work. And all the contacts are copper. So it hits nice for what it is. But that's it. There's not really a whole lot more I can really go into on this. Let's back out and vape for a minute and give you my final thoughts on it. Okay, so that was the up close. And like I was saying on the close, the button, that's my biggest complaints with this mod, is this bottom button. Constantly is backing out. Once you get it dialed in though, it gets pretty stiff, and that's the other thing I think. Sometimes if you get the locking ring too tight, you'll go to unlock it, you'll actually start unscrewing the entire bottom switch. Which can be a little bit of a pain in the ass as my phone's going on. But like I said, once you get things dialed out for yourself, it's actually not that bad. My question is, how does it really vape? Not bad. Depends on the build that I have inside. It can be a nice cool vape, or it can be it can get very, very hot vape. I haven't had any issues with the 18650 batteries on this. I use the 18350s rarely, and that's for a lot higher resistance builds. And it works nice. I have not used it in 18500 mode. And a lot of things I've been reading is that most people like it in that setting. So I will have to try it eventually, but yeah. When I'm out and about, I want to have batteries on me that'll last for a while. So I always keep it, for the most part, in the 18650 mode. Can I recommend this? Sure. I can recommend anything for the most part. But who would I recommend this for? If it's your first time going out to get a Mech mod, no, I would not recommend this for that. If you're a mod collector and you're not stuck on authentics, sure, pick it up. It's relatively inexpensive, and it is a nice looking mod. It hits nice, and like I said, outside the bottom switch, I really haven't had any issues with this. I'm still going to play around to see if I can get any magnet, like convert it into a magnet switch. And if I do, I will post an update and let you all know how that works. But like I said, right now it's just kind of trial and error. But yeah, that's the Tree of Life by Infinite. Someone's really trying to get a hold of me. But yeah, that's pretty much. So thank you for watching. Again, subscribe, share, because in this day and age, vaping is a community. So we're all in the same boat. So we should all share our thoughts and opinions with each other. So keep on vaping, and I'll see you next time.